You got this.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the America's Got Talent After Show right here at AFTERBUZZ TV. And today we're talking the Judges Cuts Round 2 with the Craig Lewis Band.
You're tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey everyone, and welcome to the AFTERBUZZ TV After Show for America's Got Talent. I am Kaori Takee. You can follow me at Kaori's, and you can send us all those comments and questions and all that good stuff. Hashtag ABTV, AGT. First of all, we got a very, very special two guests here, but let's introduce the panel first.
Hi, I'm Kevin John, and I'm curious why we're coming into the Brady Bunch right now.
I'll let you know in a minute.
Okay, well, great.
Choice, I'll let you know.
Yes.
Well, perfect. Cameron will let
Always
us.
good with TV theme songs.
I guess you can never lose with TV theme songs. That is true. Well, I'm Kevin John, and you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at HeyKevinJohn or on my website, itskevinjohn.com. I'm excited to be here because we have some special guests in the house today.
Yes, we do.
Yes, and I am Daniel Weiss. You can find me on Twitter at KevinJohn, or it's Daniel Weiss at my Twitter. Go to tweet Kevin, and then he'll forward it to me.
Oh my
Or you could just tweet Daniel directly because I don't want to air his dirty
Daniel
laundry.
at Yotown Music with a Z.
Well, that's me. Speaking of, it's Cameron Penny. You can follow me on Twitter at Yotown Music and on Instagram at Cameron Penny. And the reason why I chose the Brady Bunch theme song is because I was a big fan of the maid, Alice. She was somebody who was always thought was hot.
I thought you were going to say Florence, but I
Alice
guess not.
was. But anyway, the real reason I chose the record is because today's guest got one of their breakthroughs by doing a rendition of that YouTube cover on their YouTube page, which is the Craig Lewis Band. So
That's right.
The
We got
YouTube cover.
introducing
Why
the
to bring it all
Craig-
together?
The Craig Lewis Band right here in the studio. We're gonna go over the judges' cuts with them, but more importantly, we want to get to know more about Craig and Lewis. And guess what? These guys are the recipients of Michael Bublé's Golden Buzzer.
he played with him, but he gave it to him.
Yeah, he kind of reluctantly gave it, but
What was that moment like? Because on TV, that lasted like 20 minutes.
In person, it lasted even longer.
Oh.
It was like, I think I died at least 5 times. What are you doing?
Yeah, it was. You would never understand what that feels like to be standing on that stage.
He was like a girl who kept teasing you, like, you gonna do this? You gonna
Right.
do it? You gonna do
And
it?
you
You gonna
just-
do it?
Just there, and we were just. We didn't say anything because we didn't know what to say. We didn't want to say the wrong thing. Because I wanted to yell out, "Push it!" But so we
I was praying in between, like every time he would go, like, God, thank you, God. Take it back.
And like, so that was a crazy experience. So when he finally did push it, and all that gold confetti came out of nowhere.
You were crying.
Yeah,
He was crying.
No, well, a piece of that confetti had fallen into my eye.
I mean,
So made your eye water.
I was looking over, I was about to dab him up, like, I was like, you're crying.
The light hit the confetti just in the perfect.
Right, and it kind of just, grazed my, and I just,
Right.
I'm better now. I'm better now.
We're worried.
But yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you for coming by the show.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.
So are you guys down to recap the acts tonight?
Absolutely.
Let's do it.
All right. So what was
Let's
your
talk some crap about the people that you're going to hang out with.
Yes, I mean, that might happen.
No, we'll talk about all the people that didn't make it through that you won't have to see until the final show when they're like, let's bring back all the people that didn't make it.
So what was your favorite act of the night other than yourselves?
And let's do a blanket. None of us have to say that the Craig Lewis Band was our favorite act of the night because we know it was. The second act for us.
Well, thank you.
Sure, that's smart.
I really like DM Nation.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were dope.
They were really
The
good.
dance crew. They were
Man, did anyone see Rhythm Nation in that too?
I did.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was easily influenced by that. I love them. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I like DM Nation. I like Benjamin.
Well, Benjamin. Yeah.
And Daniela, the opera singer.
Oh yeah,
Loved her.
Oh yeah,
Brazilian?
yeah. She has some pipes on her.
Argentinian?
She doing
amazing.
Evita?
Yeah, Argentina.
Yeah, there you go.
Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the magician.
I was about to say Aiden.
There were three magicians.
But the one that did the card trick.
The
The
card
successful
trick.
one.
Aiden.
Yeah.
The good one,
Well,
Daniel.
none of them went through, so none of them were the successful
was
ones.
really-
Yeah,
Aiden
but
was really good. He was really good.
He went through, right?
No,
No, he was
which is crazy.
He was the ex-con.
One of the guys-
the guy who we saw him live.
Oh, none of them went through. Okay.
None of them went. Yeah, that was surprising to me, and not to necessarily take down the original God Choir, or whatever they were called.
Oh, I like them. I did like them.
They're called Selected
But
of God
You don't,
Choir.
think, you don't think they should
I
have?
thought Aiden should have won over. I thought
What?
the lead singer was fantastic, but then when the rest of the choir kicked in, I thought it didn't meld as well. They all had great voices. I just think they didn't meld together.
Hold on, Daniel. They took
Yes.
a classic song
I
by
know what they
Destiny's
did.
Child.
Survivor.
I got what they
Survivor did a rendition of it
I know
that
how the
I
show
honestly
works.
felt was a lot more passionate and powerful than the original song.
But
did. Right.
Honestly-
And I saw some gentlemen that go, Beyonce?
That was me.
I know.
But I thought they
it
were
was
great.
you.
Like,
Yeah.
I thought they were great.
I thought they were really
when they
good.
started
really like
singing
the choir.
Survivor, I thought it was like Soul Plane. You remember in Soul Plane when they broke out into Survivor on the airplane?
What is Soul Plane?
The movie? Oh, you never see it with Kevin Hart?
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm kind of bummed. I'm going back to the magician that he didn't go through because I really like that.
He was
act.
really good.
That was really cool.
Well, and here's a combination. We've talked about like having that background story is just like to get a tearjerker.
It's funny. I told him beforehand I don't watch background stories because of that.
Right, but having that being like you vote, you root for him because here's a guy who turned his life around completely. And is good. That trick was awesome.
But time out. Even
Yes.
aside from his background story, because I 100% agree with everything you just said.
You always should.
Not all the time. But no, I agree. You know, his background story was great. But even if you take his background story out of it and just look at the performance for what it is, I feel that alone it's worthy enough to be passed through. I mean, he had all of them up there flabbergasted trying to figure out how he did it. He guessed all 5 of their cards.
Was flabbergasted hard for you to use?
Flabbergasted was
your
not
word
hard
of
for
the
me to
day?
use. Actually, the word of today is ostentatious.
And that is.
Do you mean ostentatious?
Ostentatious is actually it's an adjective that describes a young man who has a fetish for older women. So in a sentence,
Cameron.
Penny
Cameron.
is ostentatious.
Yeah, your girl didn't go through.
I know. That's one of the saddest things about it. But we got Netta over here, the PR from NBC. She said she can set something up.
Oh, she's technically not
So
here.
surely.
I like how you just put Netta on blast.
Right.
I mean, she's better be over there emailing NBC.
So you guys watch the show obviously backstage and also on TV. Is there a major difference you see
Ostentatious.
watching it live versus watching it on television?
Well, yeah, because when you're watching it live, you kind of, well, for me,
Yeah.
I pick apart my whole entire performance. Just, I said, oh no, I could have did. What was that? I could have did that better. Why did I do that? Why did I make that? Why did I make that decision? Like, so for me, I'm very critical when I look back at it. But and then you just get to see the other people's reactions to what, like the backstage when we were waiting to see about the golden buzzer. The people backstage, they were like, no. I had no idea because when we came back into the room, they were like, yes,
Oh, that's so funny.
So you're saying they were tossing a little shade before.
well, I'm
If
just
you
saying.
watch it, it's true though.
I'm not saying, but I'm just saying.
To pull you from in front of that bus, I felt the same way watching it. Everyone was like, "No, don't use it, no!" And then when they hit the golden buzzer, they're like, "Oh, I can't believe it!" And they tried to pan away, but there were a few people sitting on the couch like, "What?" No, and then for have them to be like, "Oh yay, good job, we love you, we're rooting for you." Like that to me upsets me because have camaraderie for your fellow acts.
That's
and then
shade.
what happens now
gosh.
if you look and some of those people went through, and now you have to be in radio music and they're like, hey, good job.
But you know, it's still a competition.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
It's still a competition, and you're still trying to win, and it's still like, hey, I'll shake your hand at the end of the competition because now it's serious. It's about $1 million right now.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask.
At the end of the show, I'll shake your guys' hands too. But
when you guys are back there with the talent, do you guys feel a really competitive atmosphere? Or is everyone very encouraging? Like, I hope the best for you, or is it kind of like, I hope you break a leg out there, literally? But what is it? What?
Well, it's a mix, just depending on the people. I mean, because everybody's different, so it's just a mix of different
I've
personalities.
experienced everybody being nice. I haven't really experienced people like openly hating.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure people in their minds are like, I hope you break your leg or something.
I hope your voice
is out.
I hope you catch laryngitis.
But everybody's been nice.
How involved is NBC in helping you guys premeditate what you're gonna say, the actions, the faces, the expressions? How
much of it is scripted?
How much can you? I was trying to go there, but
I got you, Cameron.
That's the both of you guys. Thank you.
It's really authentic. Like, our reaction is really our reaction. What we say is really what we say. You know what I mean? So we get a lot of it's us. When you see it, it's really us.
Do you guys feel that getting the golden buzzer buzzed by a singer like Michael Bublé has more
merit?
Like merit than, like, say Neil Patrick Harris did it for you guys.
Not even to discredit one or the other, but getting it from a singer is like he knows what he's listening for. He knows what's really good. Like, he's topped the charts. So
and
he
a lot
knows
of
what
times,
it takes.
and singers can be very critical of other singers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So when you get a singer of that caliber press a golden buzzer, it's kind of like, wow.
Yeah. Because this is Michael Bublé. This is, this is the real deal.
So what is your selection process when you guys are going over trying to choose a song to perform on the show?
I don't know. Like, we try to find something.
You just swerved that question completely.
No,
we're talking about Bublé, and so tell us your process.
No.
We try to pick something that we connect with.
Yeah, we take like 1 billion songs.
Yeah.
And we just go down the list, and some of them work, and some of them don't. Even though we like them, it's not always the best choice for us.
Do you have to pitch it to NBC and be like, yo, these are the songs? And they say, well, maybe go with this one?
Yeah, they have to know what we're doing.
Yeah, they have to know what you're singing, but, they want to know what you want to sing.
Now, do you guys feel that you're more pressured to choose songs that may be fan favorites or audience favorites versus songs that you guys may feel are your personal favorites? Or
Not even, I don't think it's even pressure. I think that you have songs there's songs that I personally like, but I know that everybody might not know this song.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And as singers, we pretty much just find songs that we like and that everybody else likes, and we try to put ourselves in them.
Do you guys have any original songs?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we gotta hear them.
Yeah. Like right now, go ahead.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on.
Do you guys have?
There's a golden buzzer right here.
If the answer is yes, you don't have to tell us what. But do you have a song that you're like, this is in our back pocket, this is gonna
for the final?
Yeah, for the final.
We do have a song that we feel like, oh my god, we gotta do this song.
What is it?
If we make it,
We can't.
No,
I know. I'm joking. I know.
If we make it, if we make it to the end, there's a song that we really want to do.
But you have to shout us out. You'll be like, this is for Daniel and then the other knucklehead.
He said Daniel and other
Daniel
guys.
Yeah, we can do that.
Daniel, the movie star, right?
Yeah. This is for that guy playing the child
The
porn seller.
pedophile.
Guy selling child porn. I'm playing it. It's only movies, not real.
Okay, back on track.
All right, guys, what do you guys think was the worst act of the night? I'll go first.
Craig, what? What if I did that? What if I was like, honestly, you guys sucked?
Then I would cut your mic off.
You're here, but
well, since you said that, the gold buzzer was.
You gonna X me?
You got the gold buzzer. It's like, y'all didn't need it to me.
You go ahead, Corey.
I was gonna say I forgot their names, but the extreme guys.
Oh, yeah, see what he
Dr.
did?
Danger.
That little jump he did was
Dr.
so
Danger.
silly.
And he went back through the fire though after that.
But did you see the jump? It was like, ooh.
Yeah, it looked like he was doing hopscotch with a bike.
I just didn't understand the purpose of it, and I would never pay money to watch that happen. What did you guys think of it?
It was cool.
Good political answer. Yeah.
Well, but that's the thing, though. How did it look to you guys? Because us watching at home, it looks like nothing.
How do they look in person? Because they look like they've been through some tragedy on TV. How do they look in person?
They're really good guys.
Yeah.
They look like they've had a lot of drinking.
But I think that they have. I mean, I think that's their story.
Part of their story.
Yeah, part of their story.
Yeah.
So,
My worst of the night, and I really like this dude. That's right. It kind of makes me.
I know exactly what you're gonna say.
You know exactly what I'm gonna say?
Yeah.
MC Hammer. Exactly. What was he thinking coming out?
You and your slamming
Please,
on the
Hammer,
table.
don't hurt him. Yeah, it's almost like we're on microphones.
I mean, all right. So worst of the night. Come on.
The
You're
worst
out.
of the night is exactly the hypnotist. And how did you know? You know everything about him.
I'm a psychotist.
it fell flat. But
I love Chris Jones. I personally, I love him. I think I think he has great showmanship, but it was a horrible performance last
Yeah,
night.
from your perspectives.
Well, I was just surprised because
Yeah.
it's worked every time. You know, it's
Yeah.
worked every other time. And so when
Or
it
did
didn't
they
work,
play along?
And it was funny when
don't
Buble woke
know.
up and he was like,
I don't know.
I'm not
Today,
saying
Daniel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, because everybody can't get hypnotized. So if that's your thing, then if the person that you're doing your thing with is not capable of being hypnotized, then it just all falls flat.
so you got to
But-
know how to pick the right
Yeah,
person.
you got just got
Right.
because he's
And he
good at what he
didn't.
does because he did it
He's done it before.
before. So I just really think it's just certain people that, because for whatever reason, that you're just not going to hypnotize.
And just to piggyback off of that, I'm a little skeptical of some of those performances as well, especially when they take the judges or somebody and make them fall asleep, because you wonder, is that person playing along? Is this really a genuine kind of thing, or is this person really hypnotizing them? And I have to say, trying to be hypnotized is a very difficult thing to do. I've been with magicians that have tried to do that hypnotist stuff on me, and it didn't work at all.
You mean
So
mentalist?
not mentalist, hypnotist, but kind of like
You said magician. I'm sorry, guys. This is what we do. Okay, go.
Thank you, KT, for checking my technicalities and
Anytime.
speaking.
I just want to help you.
Thank you. We all need a little help. Don't touch her. Hey, you stay over there, child guy. So, anyways,
Let's come over
Guy,
here with me, man.
at least come up with a better comeback.
whatever.
This my man's.
Yeah, we all here together. We
me.
cool.
You guys do actually make a cute couple.
Thank you.
Seriously.
I like, my baby mama's white, so.
I don't know if Shirley would approve though. But anyways, back to what I was saying.
Oh, Shirley.
I forgot what I was
Wouldn't that make an
saying.
interesting threesome?
Okay.
Wouldn't that make an interesting threesome?
Me and Shirley and this
then-
guy.
Oh my
I might not let him in. I might have to hold her for myself. I need Shirley to me.
I think
She
that would be
might-
the most disturbing thing I've
She
ever
might
seen.
wear me out.
I would throw. I mean, just seeing Daniel alone is enough to make me vomit. But the three of you guys and Shirley, I mean, that's just atrocious.
I'm
That's-
leaking the tape too.
Oh my
What
gosh.
is your worst act of the night, guys? And yours also.
I would say mine was
Hypnotist?
it was between the hypnotist
agree with
again, as far as an act, because he didn't do it. He failed, and he didn't. And then the thing that upset me the first time was he was being racist to Michael Bublé, because he got him in the chair and he goes, "I love hockey." Because he's Canadian, as if because you're Canadian you love hockey, and then at the end he's like, "I hate hockey."
Oh, he did say
Everybody was
that.
like, "I don't care."
Yeah.
But
I think he was trying to be
I'm
funny and it
wondering
just-
Yeah, I feel like there are people, if you open your mind to it, that you can be put into a deeper sleep. But I'm also wondering if part of his act is going, play along. And they didn't, because right away Mel B was just like, no,
Yeah.
not happening. And then he's like, all right, have a seat. And Bublé was just like, I'm not asleep at all. So I think that failed. And the other one that I thought was the worst act, that I don't remember their first audition at all, was the
Chip and Devils.
Chip and Devils. Did they audition?
I don't think so. They were terrible.
I looked them up, and they were on Britain's Got Talent.
Oh, were they? I didn't know.
Yeah, but I don't know how they got to this. I don't remember them at.
PR.
Yeah.
But they came right to the.
Well, one of the
second
singers
round.
also, we didn't see her audition. The one that was dressed all casual.
Right, but also with the Chip and Devils, the judges didn't seem to know who they were.
Yeah.
They're like, what did you guys call yourselves? What are you doing? So I'm wondering what is going on.
Maybe,
Do you guys- do
maybe
you
they
know?
knew Netta. Netta hooked it up for him.
Hold on, hold on.
But no, I agree with all three of you
You
guys.
seem to know.
Yours was worse. Yours was worse. All of you guys. Chip and Doubles, the Hypnotist, and the Urban Extreme.
Yeah.
Wait up, time out.
Hated it.
I just
Hated him.
nice living color moment there.
Hated it.
That's method acting as well.
That was
So
good.
anyway, you can't touch this.
But you know, another thing is, speaking of acts that just fell flat and failed, but for whatever reason they were so sympathetic to this guy's who fell flat versus Chris's was the
beard man,
the beard Scott, the comedian.
Well, because
like I don't
he was
understand why they were like so nurturing and it's okay these things. But I was like, dude,
Because he wasn't a jerk about it.
Right. And
He showed a little bit more emotion. Like when he messed up, you could tell he was hurt.
he tried.
Whereas I guess with the hypnotist, he was like, I hate hockey. So, like you could, like he was
I understand, yeah.
So,
Let me ask you this: was Scott's legs really looking that good in person?
Oh my gosh.
Scott does have nice look.
I mean, they look good on TV. I'm like, okay, if you see it from low down, you're like, okay, then you see him up, it's like, okay, I'm falling back. But
Would you guys care to disclose your worst act of the night?
Oh, he can.
No, I don't have a worst act.
Okay.
Because I know how hard everybody
That's the
works.
thing.
you guys have great political training before
well,
doing these interviews.
really.
they ain't get the $1 million yet. After they get the $1 million, they come back and get them. They just wait to get the million.
They suck.
Where's my mic? I'm ready to talk.
Well, after they get the $1 million, they gonna get tweeted.
No, but everybody works so hard.
Because the
I
thing
couldn't
is,
have
we
it.
really do know how hard and grueling it is to do this because they started off with so many people.
And the thing is, you don't get a do-over. You know,
No,
when you
you
perform,
just-
you don't get a do-over.
you just do it.
So sometimes mistakes happen,
Yeah.
and you just got one shot.
Because I think the thing is, they're all good.
They're all good.
But every so often, and that's with everybody, it doesn't do what you wanted to do right then. Because there's been many times we get up to sing and it's kind of
ain't right.
It just ain't right. So
Do you guys get into your little beef between you guys about direction and who should take the lead? How does that work?
Never who should take the lead. I think we've been singing together
we've been singing so long.
We know who should sing what.
Yeah.
Now I'm curious, has contestants backstage or other talent ever tried to come up and give advice or things of that sort? Like, you know what, it would be better if you did this instead of that. Do you ever see?
Not necessarily contestants, but people in general do that.
Off the street?
People who give
It's
us.
good, but you guys, if you
If you would just
you guys should sing this song.
Yeah, Achy Breaky Heart, Billy Ray Cyrus. You guys would win.
What is the worst song you've been pitched that you guys should sing?
What was that song by Cher? Stand by your. Was that Stand by you. No, what's that shit?
It wasn't from this show though. It was from something else.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of it though.
You can sing it.
You can't think of the
I can't think of the.
So who's sleeping with who on the show?
No.
Oh, let me tell you about that.
I knew some behind the scenes for
I have no
sure.
idea.
Well, right now
Tiff and Heidi,
we're gonna devote the rest of the time to asking you guys questions and talking to you guys and getting to know more about what you guys are up to and all that stuff.
Kaori, take the wheel.
I'm trying. It's hard. You guys are crazy. Go
Don't take the wheel.
Okay, I got a question.
No.
ahead.
Your beginnings.
Doesn't sound like you had a question, but okay.
I have a question.
I know you're all looking at me to say something like, "Wow."
I have a question. Your beginnings.
Your
Go.
Well, my mom had me
I
at
was waiting for
12.
something profound over here.
Hold on.
I started with your
My mom had me
beginnings.
at 12 midnight.
Your
Oh, I thought you said at 12.
Your beginnings.
My mom had me at 12.
You guys have
She's
worked with
23 right now.
You guys have worked with Tyler and Oprah. What are some of the things they told you to continue your career? What are some things that you learned from Tyler Perry and Oprah?
Oh, I thought you meant when you said Tyler, I was like,
Tyler, the creator?
yeah, that's what I went to. I was like,
That's interesting insight.
Okay.
wait, are you Tyler Perry's The Craig Lewis Band?
All right, let me fix this right now. In other words, so you guys met at a talent show. What made you guys decide to come together and work as a team?
Yeah, well, we met at a talent show.
Yeah.
We competed against each other.
Yeah.
And we still don't know who won.
But I can tell you who won. I did.
Yeah.
Is this going to be your story forever?
Well,
Until the truth comes out. We've been looking for the videotape.
and we were looking for footage.
Oh.
But, yeah.
How long ago was this talent show?
Over 10 years.
Yeah, that was-
Wow.
Yeah, right at 10 years. Because we've been
VHS
singing-
era. Okay.
Yeah, we've
Yeah,
been
that's why
singing
we can't get the
together.
footage.
Yeah, right?
There's no YouTube.
Yeah.
So what made you guys decide, hey, you know what? I want to work with you.
Well, he's honestly like one of my favorite singers.
Aww.
So we're like really. So when I heard his voice, I knew I wanted to sing with him. So we've been singing together.
Oh, so sweet.
We've been singing together ever since.
And then you guys had the Breakthrough Brady Bunch song. What made you guys decide to sing that song?
Well, we knew we wanted to do something on YouTube because at that point, everybody was putting stuff up on YouTube. And we were like, well, we're going to do something. So we were going through all the songs like John Legend and all the, you know, the normal stuff. But we were like, we need something that's going to stand out. Like, we
would always play around.
We were like, we can sing this, but
sitcoms.
It ain't gonna, so we just need something. So we church boys. So we said, okay, well, let's just take the Brady Bunch and go all the way to church with it. Now,
I know it was like 20 minutes. It was a 20-minute rendition. I'm like, I had to keep going on YouTube. Like, why they gonna get to Barry and the other sisters? I'm like, okay.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so that's how they got created.
Yeah.
Just having fun. Just having fun.
Aside from singing, do you guys also have 9 to 5 jobs?
Yeah, I have 9 to 5. I work at a hotel.
Okay.
Front desk agent.
Interesting.
Awesome. What hotel?
Oh no. Okay.
Don't answer. So when I come, do you ever answer the phone and go, hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
Oh, it's not? Let me transfer you.
Right, I'm sorry.
No.
You guys are crazy.
But my question is, that first audition, what was in your head? Did you think, we have this, we're going to fail? Like, what were you guys, the process going into it?
Well, I wasn't thinking we were going to fail because I always think positive
Yeah.
in any situation, but I was nervous, you know, and it was so much competition around, and even if you can sing, you never know what people are looking for.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of talented singers who don't make it, or
Yeah.
you know. So we were just praying that we got through. We didn't, you know what they would think.
Who's your favorite judge between you guys?
I like them all.
I do like
Another PC answer.
Yeah, I love these political answers over there, man.
I gotta ask these questions after they get the mail. I'll come back after hey Netta. After they get done,
Put the gun down.
Can you bring them back?
I like all of them. Just.
Now, I'm curious. What, obviously growing up being singers, and even now, what singers influence you guys the most? Like, who are your top 2 favorite singers? I know you said he's one of your favorites, but
And Oprah. You said Oprah.
Yeah, Oprah's
She was one of my favorite singers.
I honestly think every singer loves Whitney Houston or has loved Whitney Houston
of course.
at one point in their
I
life.
feel like every person has loved Whitney Houston.
We all got emotional attachment somewhere in our life with her. What about you, Netta?
By the way, praying for you, Bobby Christina. Go ahead.
Yes.
Way to bring it down, Kevin.
I like different singers for different. Like I like Sam Cooke. I like Donny Hathaway. I loved Aretha Franklin. Like a young. I don't know. Whatever the Aretha was. That was
Aretha
65 to 75.
Yeah, that Aretha. I love that. I loved her. Patti LaBelle. Just a lot of singers that.
Soul.
Just let all their like you can just feel what they're singing. Like I like for a singer to make me, even if I haven't even gone through it, I want you to make me feel like I done went through it.
No, it's funny is most singers you mentioned were from decades ago, of this era, of this generation.
That's why. Go ahead.
Okay.
You finished.
I know, Kevin. You're over here like
so excited because they got me.
Kevin's like, okay, great. So anyway,
I know.
I'm sorry, we're talking singing now.
So from this generation, what singers? Are there any? Because you hear a lot of times
Fantasia.
R&B's dying and stuff like that. What?
Fantasia, definitely, like hands down.
Oh,
Fantasia.
you guys opened for Fantasia, didn't you?
Yeah.
We have opened.
Yeah.
She just got married too. Big ups, Fantasia.
Yeah.
Fantasia's dope.
wait, so you're already opening for big groups? Why are you even on the show? What do you?
I don't even know if Fantasia knew that we were there. We didn't get paid.
Wait,
I mean, she was performing at a concert and we got a chance to open.
How do you feel though about? And again, if you don't want to answer this, it's fine. But about some of the other acts that I feel like shouldn't be there, as far as the other singer, I forget his name, Jimmy Sway or something, I don't know. Who?
Jimmy Rose?
Jimmy
No,
Rose?
the guy who
Cut his
was
fingers?
on your yes,
The guy who cut his fingers.
who
Last
in this
night.
episode,
The other black guy.
said
Jean-Pierre
that-
Paul?
said that he
The other black guy.
was nominated for a Grammy 3 times.
That was the other black guy who sang last
Which-
night with the
So like, how do you?
I mean, the thing is, he was
Oh, you're talking
nominated
about
for-
Ryan Shaw.
Yes, thank you, Ryan Shaw. He was
Who was
nominated.
amazing? Who is?
Yeah.
Oh, he's an
He's dope.
amazing
He's
singer.
I got my homework.
But
here.
I'm wondering if he didn't go through, and because it was one of those things that, like, well, if he was nominated for 3 Grammys, what's he doing here?
I tell you what, I can't judge that because people, they're on the show for different reasons, and obviously he feels like he needs this show to take him to the next level in his career, because people might feel that way about us because
how many Grammys do you have?
I don't have a Grammy.
Not yet.
Yes.
I haven't been nominated for a Grammy. Instagrammy, yeah. But I mean, because you mentioned the Brady Bunch, and Tyler Perry saw us singing the Brady Bunch and put us in a couple of his stage plays. So somebody might feel like, oh, well, you've done Tyler Perry stage plays before.
Right, you've made it.
Yeah,
You know,
and that's totally not true. You know, I'm still working a 9 to 5.
Right.
Well, remember the girl that made top 6 last year? The tall, I forget. She was
Emily West?
Yeah, she was very well established singing wise
She had
already.
about 5 albums out already.
I know. She was signed to Columbia Records and all this other stuff. And
I mean, because the truth is, even though like Ryan had three Grammys, did you know who Ryan was?
I actually did not know. I didn't.
So it's kind of like.
But I don't know who most singers out there are.
it's like saying, well, what's the definition of making?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Because it would be unfair for somebody like John Legend to be on the show because he's established.
Yeah.
So I think it's just trying to find that fine line on what is being an established singer and what is you're still trying to.
And everybody's situation is different, just like you said.
That's true.
So like a lot of people are singers that are solo artists, but you guys obviously are a duo. Do you think it's works more for your advantage, like going on tour together and doing this together as a team, or do you find it more challenging having to deal with two minds at the same time?
Well, it's good in the aspect of when we got here, it was so hectic, like just thousands of people and doing all this stuff. At the end of the day, we still had each other to vent to talk to, like as opposed to me just sitting in a big old room with all these people. Like I don't know. Like it's good to have somebody to talk to, and everybody. When you know the competition, you don't necessarily know you don't know personalities that well, so you don't want to get too close to people. And then they mess around and just no, don't hit the buzzer. No. So it just helps to have somebody where you can trust and So
and I think of it on a whole nother level too, as far as like the trust situation. Like there's so many people around you. There's so many people saying stuff to you and trying to get in your ear or whatever, and to have somebody that you absolutely trust that you're riding with like that makes it all better. And not only that, there are times that it's just not there for me vocally. You know, I might be having a bad day, and you actually got somebody who can take up the slack.
That's awesome.
So speaking of trust and loyalty and stuff like that, which contestants have you guys established a really good friendship with?
Well, the thing is, everything moves so quick. Like
it's like ain't nobody got time for friends.
Because you're in this big old room and everybody's doing different things. Like while we're sitting there, the other people are doing rehearsing. Like they're in other rooms and stuff. So you get to meet people, but you don't really get to meet people.
Right.
So. But I will say, the choir, Selective God, great people.
Yeah.
Great people. Weiss, he was a magician.
He was
the one who, the straight jacket.
Oh yeah, almost saw his penis.
Yeah.
Of course you remember that.
Of course I do.
And
take umbrage to that shit, but we're not talking about.
When you're backstage, you do get a chance to talk. Like I don't think we've bonded any like long lasting relationships just yet. But there are people that you talk to and your stories are similar, and like Samantha and even Ryan. We talked to him and
Ira,
good people. And Ira,
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite. Second favorite.
Did you have to talk to the puppet?
We talked to Ira. We talked to the puppet and him.
Cute.
And Mama.
So when you're backstage, Golden Buzzer is hit now. Everyone else that performed is waiting to find out if they're going through. What's it like for you guys?
That felt good.
That's funny because
that felt so good.
They was sitting in the corner biting their nails and we were like this. What are they gonna eat? I'm hungry. What you feel
right?
I feel like wings tonight. What you like? We were like stress free.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed it and we lived it up because we
knew what was coming. That was the very last time.
It's not gonna happen again. Yeah. So while they were panicking, we were just skipping and and doing cartwheels around the room.
Trying not to freak out in front of everyone else. We're going through. Oh, good luck, everybody. I really hope we're going through. We don't have to worry this round. Great, really good job. You were so good.
Are there any rituals that you guys go through to, practice your voice before going on stage?
You kill sheep.
I don't know, like some voice.
They watch the Ready Lunch.
I drink like 5 gallons of water.
See?
Like, it's insane.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of vocal exercises that sound crazy to people if you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you might think we have like,
right now.
I'm walking around doing that.
Sorry,
That's from acting.
What's going on?
So that kind of stuff, because you have people kind of looking at you like, what? But that's pretty much it.
How good has NBC been to you guys over there?
They've been great.
Amazing.
So you eating good, you're living good.
Let me tell you, that's the best
that's
thing
what I'm
about
Tell
it.
us about this whole
Eating
process.
good is the best thing about it.
That was the first package. You guys are just like, we free food. Give us
We love to eat.
We really do love to
Hey,
eat.
and we really did, work
She
for
can attest
food
to that
before.
because
Nana has been texting this, like she has master thumbs over there.
Let's be honest, she's been cooking this whole time. There's burritos on the way.
But the being able to eat good is really a plus.
What's your favorite plate? Like your dish?
Soul food.
Yeah.
I like soul food. I like pasta too. Like
Ooh, I just had pasta last night. It was amazing.
So if you guys got the $1 million, what's up?
I would probably just eat myself into a coma.
Oh, can I
So you
join?
guys, you guys aren't invited, but next time you're in LA, my wife will cook you soul food.
Oh, yeah.
Not you guys, she's
now
good.
he got a
You're my favorite host.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
No, okay. I love y'all. I love y'all.
PC no more, I guess.
Yeah, it's
Corey,
cool.
you're invited, but the rest of you guys.
That's hilarious.
Seriously, that's
All
discriminatory.
right, Kevin, you can come.
Back to
The rest of you guys.
you invite everybody.
When did you guys
Ken, you could bring Sheila.
when was that moment that you guys felt like, shit, we've made it? Excuse my French.
Language.
Wayne?
Yeah.
Damn.
I can do it.
There's kids watching this.
There might be, actually.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Daniel's watching them back.
I don't know.
You're gonna have to
I don't know
joke
if
about
we there.
Like,
You
I mean,
reckon
we made it. Maybe not. We're doing well in the competition, yes. But we made it, and I haven't
See,
felt
the
that
scary thing is now it's America who has to vote.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I was more comfortable, honestly, I was more comfortable singing to 4 people as opposed to now just like, because now it becomes who has the most family members and maybe who knows the most people that can vote.
Who has a hookup at the phone
Who
company?
has a social
Yeah.
media
Yeah, so
campaign?
it's
Who
like-
owns AT&T and Sprint? You know.
What states are racist?
Look, guys, if you guys
That honestly plays into it.
Yeah.
It
Okay, way to bring it back down to the racism, man. We're checking.
I don't have a shrimp.
How many red states and blue states there are?
What states are still flying the Confederate flag? You know, like,
Yeah.
I mean, so
It's
you never know.
absolutely true.
So
Kevin said something earlier about people who are your influences. What do you feel about the Tyrese record and the song Shame?
I love that record.
He brought it back,
I
right?
love that record. And he sings his face off.
Oh my God.
Like, he really sings that song. I was watching The View or something, and he killed it.
Yeah.
So
amazing.
this is a after show network, so we talk about television. What's your favorite TV shows? What do you guys like to watch?
I'm a reality show junkie.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
love TV. I can go down the list. I just love from Scandal to
AfterBuzz.
AfterBuzz, of course.
Empire.
Why would you
Oh, I love
go straight to
Empire.
Empire?
How to Get Away with Murder.
How to Get Away with
Yeah.
Lee
Murder.
Daniels got to call y'all
Or
out.
this is new. Can I just put my bid in?
Yeah,
for that?
put it in. Lee Daniels.
Lee Daniels, I really want to be.
You guys
on
got management?
Empire.
Oh, if we're doing that, then yes, I would also like to be
And we don't
on
have
Empire.
managers. You can just take
Daniels.
advantage of us and just give us
Okay,
a bad
we'll
number.
talk about
What
Camera.
I'm joking. I'm joking. But that show is amazing,
Fox?
and I would love to be on that show.
Yeah.
Look, anyone from Empire or from Fox, we would like to be on it. Or NBC, wink, we would love to be on your TV shows.
So
Go ahead.
AGT had during your montage in the first rounds of auditions, they kind of joked that you guys kind of like to bicker and argue. Does that really happen? And if so, how do you guys come to agreements?
There's never arguments like that. We disagree.
We disagree a lot.
But it's
Okay.
never like,
And we give each other a hard time a lot. Like, some people who
No pillow fights?
don't know us, they would probably be like, oh my God, I can't believe you said that to him or whatever. But we get it.
See, I love the opposite. I love you guys on stage together when you guys have a great chemistry you're fun to watch aside from just listen
it's
to.
true.
Can I tell you why? Because I honestly love to hear him sing. Like, so when I'm
And
on
you can
stage
tell,
and I'm
too, 'cause
laughing
you're
and
like,
smiling, like I'm really
Take
digging
it
what he's
away.
doing.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
You know, I see that on stage too. The chemistry is so real.
Right.
I mean, it's
It's just
amazing
fun.
how much you guys hate each other off the stage.
Right.
You know, that's what I'm.
What no one knows is they're in separate studios right now.
Exactly. It's split screen. You just have no idea.
But, well, let me ask 2 questions in the same round.
You got time for one.
Too bad, I'm doing 3. Who would be your dream to open for, and who would be your dream to have open for you?
Oh, wow.
Good one.
Thank you, Cameron.
I'm
you can come to dinner now too.
I'm a big fan of Bruno Mars.
Ah.
Really big fan of Bruno Mars.
That's a good one.
Do 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 do.
Oh, I thought you were about to do the Muppets.
Yeah, I already know.
I'm just looking at
Because y'all want to sing that song.
Yeah,
He definitely swoons the ladies. For sure. Yeah.
Speaking of that, what's that
Did
like
answer
now?
my
What's
question,
the
so why are you
groupie
going
count?
into a different...
The groupie count before the show and after the show. What's going on with
Groupie count.
Man, I don't
Let's
got
skip
no
that
groupie
question. Let's skip that
We're
question.
gonna skip that now.
I want to know.
Okay, speaking of ways that your lives have changed since the show, obviously you've gotten a lot of notoriety, traction from fans. How has that impacted the way that you guys live your lives now? I mean, are you recognized a lot in public? You know, how has the experience been post show?
I mean, people recognize us.
Yeah, because now it's really only like this show just happened. So
Yeah.
we've auditioned all the way back. Like it was like the beginning of August. So we had a whole lot of time to go
Was it
back.
August?
I mean August,
It was
June,
January.
June.
A whole
No, I'm talking about when it aired.
Oh, yeah, the process
It
started
aired in
January.
June. So
Yeah.
in between June and now, it's been like so many other, acts that.
Oh, okay.
So we get noticed, but it's not. See, we haven't been on TV like consistently.
Yeah, now
That's
it's
it.
going to start to pick
Yeah,
up.
I guess now when we do
Yeah.
live shows.
Yeah, when you're in New
So you
York,
guys have to order your bodyguards and stuff, right? Netta's actually ordering
Come on,
them for you
Netta.
right now. So
Well, we talked to some some contestants from 2 seasons ago, and they had told us as soon as they got to New York, all of a sudden they were just mobbed by all these people that loved the show.
Be prepared.
So be prepared. It was Angela.
she had to wear a bulletproof vest. She said it was that intense. So be
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
He lying.
Maybe shooting at it.
I love you so much. But be prepared for that. You're gonna we're getting your hopes up, and you're gonna walk down the street, and no one's gonna care.
I know, right?
The AfterBuzz told me that people would be checking for me.
They come up to them. Can you take this picture of us and DM Nation, please? Guys, take this.
Do you guys have, aside from yourselves, do you have any predictions on who will take it all the way? Prediction. That's it. It's sweet, right? PC.
Let me tell you why.
Let me tell you why.
I can't say it because I speak powerful.
Yeah, like I don't want to say it.
Yeah.
When I speak, it's powerful. I got me and God have a.
There's power in the tongue.
It's power in that tongue.
Amen.
So I can't.
So I just say our name every time I think he's gonna take it all the way.
It's some people that are really, really, really good.
Question: who's gonna be runner-up to you guys?
Okay.
Piff the Magic Dragon. We all know that.
Oh, Pip is great.
If it's great.
Yeah.
So
I
Pep.
Pip.
Okay. All right, we spoke that out there.
This would be our final
What
question,
about
Cameron.
Heavenly
Make
Joy?
it good.
She's
like
adorable.
her.
And she has a great. She actually has a really, really good voice.
She has a good voice. Yeah.
She really does.
You talk to her pops?
Never.
What? Why would you?
Because her dad is like one of the best producers in the game, and maybe he get you guys some try. Look, she know that, and they're like, hey, now
She's like, oh yeah, who do you think I'm on the phone with?
there you go.
Now, I was
Figured it
going to
out.
ask you, as we're wrapping it up, ultimate goal. After the success of the show, what is the ultimate goal that you guys want?
We want to be able to do this for a living.
Be on podcasts?
This is great. We will always come back.
No, sorry,
We're
continue.
gonna take that.
We're gonna
Yeah, right.
tweet
When
that
you-
out.
Yeah, like honestly, but I mean, we just want to be able to do this for a living. We just want to sing and act
They
and
make a lot of money.
make a lot of money and make a lot of people happy.
Yeah.
Good answer.
I like
Don't get
that.
bit by rats.
Right.
I cannot believe, and that's a true story. I swear.
That's absolutely.
I would be scared for my life.
There was one under that couch earlier, but she may be.
It was a hood rat, though. It was a hood rat.
I fought his rat, so I can beat any rat.
That was crazy.
Like, oh my! But yeah, first of all, we were in the dark.
That's
the
right.
lights had been cut off.
That's
It was the
right.
middle of winter. I don't even think it's legal to cut people's
I don't know. If
heat
that's,
off in the wintertime. But they cut our heat off. And like it was so cold that in the dark the only thing we could see was each other's breath. No lie.
Been there. Sure.
Yeah, and so he was in his room. I was in the living room on the floor asleep. The rat could have just got me, but he didn't.
Yeah, I don't know why he came in.
Yeah, so
He likes the bed.
touching on his bed. It's a big, huge rat.
Oh my gosh, that's so scary.
And I could feel it like pulling at my, and I was like, Jeff, what are you doing? Like, get out of my room.
And I'm like, you're crazy.
And then he was all, I heard his voice out there saying, what are you talking about? I said, oh my God.
Wow.
And I just
You broke out into song like,
I went crazy and just threw myself out of bed and everything. And I still didn't know what it was until we put down the mouse trap to make sure and it recorded.
Wow.
I said,
how big was it?
yeah, it would be.
It's like a possum.
Well,
Yeah.
here's hoping that's the last rat you ever have to deal with in
Yeah.
your home.
Hey.
Hood rats.
Because you guys definitely, like, regardless, I think you're going to take it, but regardless, I feel like you guys are going to live your dream and your goal of living.
Agreed.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Yeah, we do.
You guys got a long future for sure.
well on your
Yeah.
way. Yeah. And
Just all I ask you, remember the little people. That's all I ask.
Yeah,
you know,
Kevin.
when you guys make it to the Grammys and you're up
I'll be there
there.
next year.
You know.
so.
I knew you before you knew me, so how am I one of the little people? I mean, how are you little people?
He saw me on an episode of America's Most Wanted. Okay. Yes. All right. That was
Or
or
you
cops.
mean I Love New York.
Or if you need a background dancer.
Whatever.
New York.
So, anyways, we don't have time for that. We all love
You
New
were
York.
on, yes!
You guys.
Yes, you were!
Yes, Jeff loves
I remember!
We got 20 seconds. We got 20.
I remember that show!
Well, we got to wrap it up. 20 seconds left. But yeah, you know
Romeo or
that's.
something?
Oh my goodness.
Romeo was not the day.
What was your name?
So, anyways, you know, I think you guys are going to do amazing stuff,
Thank you
and
so much.
New York is going to be great to you guys when you
Like
go out
she
there.
was to
We
you,
all love
Kevin.
And you guys, thank you so much for coming
Thank
by
you
and
so
stopping
much.
over
Thank you for
there.
having
You
me.
guys can always come back
Yeah,
anytime and
anytime you're
recap.
like, come back and then come over.
Love you guys.
And then-
Love you guys.
Oh yeah, we have a
Yes.
dinner invitation.
Yeah, and in the meantime, guys, where can people
So
follow
cool.
you and what are you guys up to in between AGT and all that stuff?
Okay, you can
And-
find me at my hotel
yeah.
working. No,
Okay.
that is joking.
Which hotel? No.
But no,
You
we
in
are
your
on.
hotel room.
Nah.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
Let,
I mean,
let them plug. Go ahead.
Twitter.
So on Twitter, we are Craig Lewis Band. On Instagram, we are The Craig Lewis Band. And on Facebook, we are Craig Lewis Band.
And then vote for Craig Lewis Band.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
And can you give Shirley my drawers, please?
Oh,
Okay.
Y'all don't want
Kevin.
to-
God,
Please
ladies.
please know that if you think someone else is going to vote, everyone else thinks someone else is going
That's
to
true.
vote. So
Yeah.
if you like them, vote for them, please.
Cameron, where can Sherry follow you?
Sherry, please hit me up. For real, I'm thirsty. Cameron Penny on Instagram at Cameron Penny and on Twitter at YoTown Music.
All right, Daniel.
You can find me on Twitter at It's Daniel Weiss, and please follow my improv group on Facebook, Doctor Who Live.
They're funny as crap too. Follow them. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at HeyKevinJohn, or you can follow me on my website, itskevinjohn.com, or you can follow me following the Craig Lewis Band.
Boom. And you can follow me at Kaorius, Kaorious on Twitter, as well as Instagram and everywhere, anywhere. And also, you can follow the whole entire AfterBuzz team right here at AfterBuzz TV.
Right here.
If there is a TV show you're watching and you want to talk about it, there's an after show for you for sure. Thank you guys so much for
Peace
coming
out.
over.
Thanks,
And-
Hey, down, down.
Anyone
Did we
else?
forget anything? No, we're good.
We're
Thank
good.
you guys
Thanks.
so much.
Thank you guys. Bye.
Peace out.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.